damn plane.
No, so the point is, James, the question is, did you do it on purpose or was it an accident?
It was an accident. I didn't.
Okay, so that's all that matters.
It was my shoulder that she ran into. Like,
so you shoulder blocked her. Well, that's a different story.
You'll tell us the real story later. This is being recorded. You're smart.
Tell you guys how I beat the shit out of her after. I got away with it scot-free.
Did you ever find out why she was running?
No, I don't know why she
probably want to tell you something important.
Yeah.
Just found out that you were about to leave in 3 weeks.
Damn, Jeremy sold me. Ribs.
No idea. I didn't even see her after that, so I have no idea if she really
in the hospital for the next 3 weeks. I have like a punctured lung or something.
No idea. Falling.
Apparently somebody said James, she just some sub.
Yeah, flag your account.
Yeah, she was subbed to me, and then she heard the story, and she was like, so this is who he was.
This motherfucker, God.
Was she that Kenna chick? That one redhead we had in here? Probably. Who made that fan video?
She was foxy.
I think it was like really, like, ugh.
Wait, how did she look?
Like,
Wait, question. How does this girl look? Was she like pretty?
No,
trying to describe.
Oh wow.
She's got like real frizzed out hair. Like she kind of looked like a mess. To be honest.
When was this? I think I missed when you said it was.
This was like 3 weeks before I moved into the city.
What, like, time frame? 2007, 10, 9?
I don't know. Like maybe 8 years ago, 6 years ago.
Oh, so you were a youngling type person.
You're a whippersnapper.
There wasn't any VHS. There was VHS.
It wasn't high school.
Yeah, that should have been enough.
Hey, Jordan, my grandparents still have VHS, alright?
I'm just saying, there's no DVD players when you think it is. It's
not when you go into their house. There's going to be.
Speaking of which, I just bought a brand new Blu-ray player.
Oh boy,
you said that already.
I
know, but that was in the pre-show. This is the official show. This is for my iTunes audience.
That guy riding the bike. Oh wow, he bought a Blu-ray. Good for him.
Sitting on the toilet in a business meeting. Oh, I got a Blu-ray.
Well, good for him.
Nova doesn't wear a wife beater, Jacksonian. He is a wife beater.
I always wonder if there's like anybody that listens to the iTunes thing. Shut up, GLaDOS.
GLaDOS. Damn it!
Right back at you. No, I always wonder if there's like someone listening in like a train or like a bus in a public place, and they get to like a funny spot in the show, and they're just like out loud. And everyone just stares.
Now,
like
when they listen to that story, they're probably gonna trip the first person that runs by them wherever they're walking.
Just to see what happens.
See if they can get the same result.
Just kind of like people are saying. I've gotten countless comments in the past week where people are like, "I got in trouble for calling a teacher brown."
I got in trouble too.
Some kids said I got in trouble for telling a teacher to calm the brown down.
Oh, look at that. People are saying that it happened. There you go. It happened. See, look in the chat. People are saying, yeah, that happened to me at the library yesterday.
The hell?
Tell the librarian to quit being brown.
I got calling a girl brown. I'm like, stop being brown. She's like, wow, I'm not. And then she's like legitimately racist. I'm like, dude, that's not what it means. Like, people think that we're being racist when we say that.
No, just you're acting like a piece of shit, so calm the fuck down.
I know. That's what I told him. No, that's not being racist. She's like, oh, because I don't like blacks. I'm like, whoa! And there was, like, legitimately, like dark-colored, like, people around her. I'm like, dude. She's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, wow, you're really racist.
She turns around. I don't care, darky.
Oh, man.
Disclaimer, Creature Talk is not racist.
Do you guys ever have a teacher that would sit there and like cry in class?
No.
That's another story that I had a teacher that cried.
Another one? Well, maybe you should wait this one for next.
No. You hear it?
I want. Yeah.
No, go ahead. Share it with us.
Yeah, do it.
It was a temp teacher because we used to have
those are vulnerable though.
Just like this.
Those
was
are
just
vulnerable.
High school or whatever. Yeah. It was the teacher. The 1 year got replaced with this temp guy, but he acted really cocky. You know, like he was saying how all of his accolades and all that other good stuff.
Did he play like Call of Duty or something?
Oh man, did our class really dig into this guy?
4 touchdowns in one game.
He would turn around and start writing on the chalkboard. We would all throw paper balls at the board, and then he would look back around and nobody would move. Like he didn't know through it. Like Then he would sit there and he would pick them all up. You'd go into his classroom at the end of the day. There's paper balls like all over the floor, and you just see him picking them up and stuff. But he got really mean with the students or whatever. I had to bring my mom in the one day because I had my hood on, and he walked up to me and he like yanked it off my head. So I got my mom to come in and completely bitch him out, and he was supposedly like 2 strikes away from being fired because I guess some other incident happened with another kid or whatever.
People's ribs.
And he would sit there.
He was the one that tripped the girl.
He would break down and he would cry like sitting at his desk like while he would give us an assignment or something like this.
It was a dude crying. Like I understand a girl because like
that's like.
Yeah, it was a dude. Yeah, because kids were so bad in that class. Like people would
what?
People were taking his English books and like throwing them out the window and stuff.
Man.
You guys are rotten kids.
I feel kind of bad for this teacher now.
I do too. Man.
We looked at the generations after us, even though our generation was a little bit like bad or whatever, but the kids after us, man, a lot of those teachers probably quit by now because there's the 2 like classes that were after us when we graduated. We were just looking at them. We were like, oh god, like you guys are you thought we were bad. You guys are gonna wish that we were back after.
So instead of like paper balls, they were throwing like throwing knives. Haha, gotcha in the back.
Saw this in Call of Duty.
We had this other teacher that would get really mad when you would spray something like Axe or perfume or anything like that. He would flip the fuck out. I mean, he would just blow a gasket during class. He would sit there and he'd be writing on the board. All of a sudden, he'd smell it from somebody, and he'd turn around and just be like, all right, who sprayed it? Whoever sprayed it, leave my room. And we would all look back because there was a chick behind us. Like, we all did have Axe, and we would like to play with him, and we would spray like in our backpacks or something like that just to make him flip out. And then we would point back to this chick that always had her bottle of spray out on the table, and he would think it was her. And her name was like Kayla. And he'd be like, Kayla, was that you? And we'd all be like, yeah, it was her. Like,
God.
It's not the bottle.
You
And
guys are terrible.
He actually wanted to look through our bags to find and see if we had Axe spray.
Can't do that though.
Yeah, he can't do that. So he would sit there. He would keep us after class. He would put our book bags on the table, and he would try to make us open it. Like, he would try to make us open it and show him, but we wouldn't, so he couldn't do anything. We'd just sit after. Wow.
Someone in the chat's in there, and they're like, yay, Kayla. Their name's Miss Kayla.
Wow.
And it's like, because we were in MIT, it was mostly like geeks or whatever in there. Or because one of this is so bad, like all these teachers are so bad, but one of our teachers got fired because the night of prom he tried to take 2 of the students back to a hotel room.
Nice. By the fruit of
Teacher
another.
was the main teacher for an entire like SLC is what it was called. It was an entire like division. It was for the engineering division. After he did that and he got fired, they didn't have nowhere for the engineering kids to go, so they put them in the computer classes. So we were pretty much a mix. It was computer kids and engineering kids. And there wasn't really that, because there was a health careers, and that's where all the chicks were. There wasn't many chicks in the other ones. So it was pretty much just one chick in the classroom, and she got the blame for like everything.
No,
More
James
and more
did
it
not
sound
go to
like you guys-
MIT. James did not go to MIT.
It was called MIT.
Yeah, but it's not the MIT.
MIT.
You can tell people, yeah, I went to MIT.
Our computer class was way too bad to be real MIT. We had stupid PowerPoint and shit, and it was horrible, the things that we would learn in our computer class. The teacher was so old, she didn't know half the shit that she was.
She's reading off the book
She
as
had
she goes.
students write up the tutorials on what to do. Like, students that were in her class would write up her tutorials for her.
What?
Wow.
It was bad. It's a bad school, man.
Sounds like a terrible place.
Yeah, it's a bad school.
Like,
Most of
sounded
the-
more and more
breaking
like
down and crying.
the type of
Is this the
school
white
Hillary's.
people school or no?
You know that the class that I was talking about where I'd usually mess with the black kid that's sat across from me?
Twix guy?
And we would always be, the Twix kid that we would always give him Twix and shit whenever, because he would be like, yo, give me some fucking Twix, and we'd really bring Twix. Like, that same class, the reason we were allowed to get away with half of that stuff is because the teacher of that class didn't give 2 shits about anything. He would sit there and play like opera music while he was on the computer. He'd put up the math stuff on the overhead, and he would let us go the entire class. That was the entire
Wow.
thing. He teaches
Pretty good
nothing.
teacher. Wish I had.
I like him.
I wish I had that teacher.
Yeah.
Welcome to college. Trust me, you'll have.
I don't even know much that I've learned through that school. It was just like so stupid. We messed around so much. Like we
Cassie, I sent it.
picked down they had those trash cans that have the wheels on the bottom.
Yeah.
We would roll those down the big staircase. But when it was lunchtime.
You're a horrible person.
What did you coming up? No, it didn't hit anybody, but like imagine walking up the steps coming from lunch and all of a sudden
Do not do anything that you have heard today in Creature Talk.
3 days later,
Or
do all of it.
4
You
o'clock.
can do it all, just
We're
don't
gonna see
blame
this
Creature
in the
Talk.
news.
No,
Do
that-
all of it and then call in and tell us the story.
This wasn't me. No, this was my friend that was throwing the trash can.
Oh, now he's switching it up. Cool stuff.
I never said it was me.
I
said it was him.
So it was
Blame it on the
him.
1984 book.
We've taken someone into custody. They refer to a cult online called Creatures.
Yeah, the creatures, the creature talk. We did some research on this. Here's their link.
He'll
If
look up
for
the
some reason-
website.
It's some really freaky shit.
And for some reason, the suspect, all he kept saying was, "What the Brown?"
What the brown, bro? What the brown, bro? Get at me, bro.
I got a hold of Horden then.
Yeah, they're fucked.
Alright, let's switch it up a bit, guys. We've been stuck on being a horrible student.
Okay, we got 10 minutes till we can call on.
Yeah, let's do
I
call
was in a horrible school. They equal out.
One thing we did, why are we still talking about? I'm just going to say this quick because I just remembered. This is for last week, but we actually did in elementary school. We had a bunch of tires one time, and we had a big hill behind our school, and they were big tires, like, tractor tires.
We were putting kids in them. And
We put kids in them. We got
see, look at that. That's 10 times worse than what I.
we had 2 kids, and one of them, one we had to put in and then turn the wheels so they're upside down, then put.
Wow, you were a
Then put the other kid in and
alright,
show. No, they want. We more convinced
You were a
them to do it.
bully.
That wasn't bullying. That was more just having fun, and the kids kind of wanted to have
Kids
fun.
in tires and rolling them
What
down.
a bully.
Yeah, no, we just had fun, man. We just took like big steel jug rims, and
One of them
made
died.
razors in there and just rolled them down hills.
There was only 2 deaths.
We threatened
and
we
one
would kill their
severe-
parents if they talked.
Big barrels full of razors, It's good fun.
You want
Yeah.
to hear some fireworks stories?
If it's about
No,
you
that's
like
for next
blowing
week.
up
Okay, so
frogs
next
and
week
stuff.
we are going to do stories about fireworks. It'll probably mostly be me because I was a pyro when I was a kid.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
Illinois
a
sucked
really
bad.
bad pyro when I was a kid.
Yeah, I don't really have too many.
Mine
So,
ended up with missing
I have a few fireworks.
Next week it'll be the Chronicles of Cooch or pyro edition.
I used to
and that
make
Chronicles
fireworks
is
a little
spelled
bit when I was
okay.
younger.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
fireworks stories next week.
more about that next week too.
Yeah, let's. We'll do a couple different things next week. We're gonna start call-ins because we don't want to make this too long like last week's.
Well, we also started like 45 minutes late last week.
Yeah, that's true too. But it was still like a long episode.
Yeah.
All right, so we officially.
Call-ins.
Let's do the calls.
All right, I say start adding me, but I already have like 60 people that have added me.
Do you think we should
Bastards.
extend the call length a little bit? Because there are a lot of people that try and get in.
Yeah.
Well, we try our best, I guess, man.
We should do one of them where it's just all calls.
4,200.
We should do one of them where it's all calls, and we still have to do that European special.
Yeah, the European special.
And we'll get to that eventually.
Yeah, we always say that. I still get people commenting, when are we doing the European
That's the
special?
plan.
It all makes sense now, Jordan. I finally get it.
All right, let's see here.
So everyone, if you want to get into a call, we're not guaranteeing it, but the faster you add gassy Mexican.
Oh, they're fucked. They're fucked. There's like 300 people already.
That we mostly do like in order, and then we go a couple randoms.
Yeah.
We means randoms by if you have a girl name, you're probably gonna get called.
Yeah. You have way better
No, don't
chance
tell
to
them that
call.
because now all of them are changing their Skype names to girl.
Don't do
names.
that, yeah.
We'll just kick him out.
Cheryl.
All right, we got our first call. His name is Rasmus, something like
Rasputin.
that.
Rasmussen, what? Who's this? What are we doing? Calls? Cool.
We're doing call-ins.
I was taking a piss. God.
Yeah,
You have to tell us your story of pissing next week.
Junk,
All
you
right.
changed your picture.
I did.
Hey,
you change
whoever who's the host? Try to call.
Who is hosting?
Uh,
I don't know. I just felt like changing it.
I think
That
it's
was-
Sly.
I am. I just called again. Oh, he left. Bring him
No,
back.
he didn't. Here, he's there. Go ahead. You're saying call failed.
That's me. That's me in my younger days.
How do I call
Call
him
failed.
back?
Call failed.
Yeah, I called him and he didn't think he. All right, you know what? You want me to back on and let somebody else be the host of this or what?
No, let's not rehost because it'll screw my record.
That's
Alright,
fine. I
well-
think it just keeps trying to call him one more time. See if it goes call
It's
failed.
probably just means his.
Yeah, it did.
connection.
Oh wait, he's in.
There. Oh, he's
There.
in. Rasmus, are you there?
Rasmus.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, there he is.
Rasmus, welcome to Creature Talk.
Hi.
Did you not think
we
you were going
forgot
to get
go
in?
over the rules of Creature Talk.
Yeah.
So, Rasmus, who brought you here to Creature Talk?
Guess the Mexican did.
What?
Nice.
Okay.
I can't adjust the point thing, and we're just who cares? about the
don't
point
worry
thing?
That's fine. We'll keep a note.
Keep a mental note. Okay, so Rasmus, do you have a question for us?
I do.
Don't sound so excited.
Yeah.
It's mainly to Kutra.
Yeah.
Ultra. Ooh.
Why do you have such an obsession with cats?
Oh. I really don't know because, to be honest, like you want to hear my story of my experience with cats.
He thinks they're cute.
But I actually like it. I've liked cats all my life, and I actually we had a cat. We got a cat from a neighbor.
Oh,
little
Moses.
No. Moses comes later on.
Oh, okay.
But we got a kitten from the neighbors a couple years back, and we didn't really have the money to get her fixed because it was a girl.
Ah, shit.
And you know the things with cats is when they get older, and with most animals, of course, they go into heat and they disappear for a day and they come back.
Preggers.
And her tail was all messed up, and a couple weeks later, she's getting really big. Yeah, that happened 5 times. So
Whoa! Your cat was a whore.
What a skanky
Okay.
cat.
We finally got her fixed. So, but
Slut cat.
by myself, I raised 5 litters of kittens. Wow. From
Boss.
they were birthed, from they were born, newborns, I raised them until they were like a couple months old. And it's because I was homeschooled like my last 2 years or last 3, I can't remember, a couple years of high school. I was homeschooled, so I was the only one home in my house, so I just raised all these kittens. And yeah, I like cats.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, good stuff.
Awesome cat
enjoyable.
story.
Yep.
Okay, thank you for the call. You have any other questions?
Yeah, thanks for letting me.
Is that it?
I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for calling in, Rasmus.
Thanks.
Thank you, Rasputin.
Rasputin.
Take it
Okay,
easy.
see ya.
There. It's slightly awkward for a second because you got to remove him slightly.
Slightly.
Kick him,
Oh,
Sly.
I forgot. I'm sorry.
Kick him right
Gotta
quick.
be on the
As you're
ball with
watching
that.
the cat.
We're just gonna keep saying goodbye. He's gonna be
I'm
like,
sorry.
"Yep."
Probably sitting there.
He's just humming to
Yeah,
himself.
I'm singing a song. It's such a good song, though.
That's
I
getting
watched
impersonal.
that for like 1,500 seconds. I don't know how many minutes.
What
that is.
the fuck?
I was sitting there, and it was the Rasta one too, so it was super loud, and I
His
just
head's
sat
just
there.
going in a circle. Just all over.
And then I'm pretty sure in a couple hours I'm just gonna be sitting in the corner rocking back and forth.
The fetal position.
All right, we've
Wow,
got
you're a
we've got
trooper.
Caitlin coming in,
Caitlin. Ooh.
Caitlin.
Oh, girl.
Uh-oh.
possibly a girl, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Well, her last name is Guy.
After chilled comment.
Caitlin Guy? I don't know.
Hi, Caitlin.
Caitlin Guy,
how's it
yeah.
going?
How's it going, guys? Alright.
I'm a
Come at
pretty
me,
girl.
I know my voice doesn't sound that great, but I'm actually very beautiful.
Hello.
Caitlin.
Oh, snap, it's a girl!
Oh, thanks, guys.
Hi, Kaylin.
Hi.
You got to turn down the
Turn
Ustream.
Ustream.
Hold on.
In sync, by the way. That was good. You guys
Yeah.
did well.
I'm proud of you guys.
Is that better?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Can't hear myself. You're good. Okay, Caitlin, who brought you to Creature Talk?